Hey guys, it's your boy iSmoke here, and today we're going to be playing some Rainbow Six Siege. I'm going to be showing you today a little tool about the StrikePack that I learned myself. I see nobody out here is doing this, and so I'm bringing it to the community, just so that controller players can start wreaking havoc on the M&K. So, basically, with the StrikePack, there is an anti-recoil mod on it. So, if you hold left on the D-pad, you will see the LEDs pop up. You're going to want to go to the third... Oh, my bad. I went to the last one. You're going to want to go to the third displayed LED from the white side. Whenever you get to the third displayed LED, there should be 100 different settings you can go to every time you click LB or RB to go up and down for the recoils. You're going to click LB to go down on the recoil and RB to go up. So basically what it does is it reduces or increases the overall vertical recoil of your weapon so that you can control it to the best ability. And so what I'm going to be showing today is every single sensitivity out of the 100 that you can put on the StrikePack for the anti-recoil mod. I have every single operator completely down, 0 recoil, whenever you barely control it with your stick. And I'm going to be showing it to you guys. I'm going to go through every operator, starting now. So on Sledge, I'm going to click on him, load out. On Sledge, on his L85, you're going to want to run the 2.5 times scope and flash hider. And on the StrikePack sensitivity, you want to run 77. Make sure you count down by increments of 10 whenever going from max to 77, because it is a lot easier. Thatcher. On his AR-33, you're going to also want to run the 2.5 times scope, flash hider, angled grip. And his sensitivity is going to be 74. Now obviously it doesn't matter what you run on the pistols because I have set all of these for the primary guns for the operators. On Ash, her R4C, you're just going to want to run any of the 1-time scopes you want. It doesn't matter which one. Any of the 1-times. Flash hider, vertical grip. You're going to want to run 75 sensitivity on Ash for the StrikePack. Thermite. On his AR, you're going to want to run the 2-time scope, flash hider, and angled grip. And his sensitivity you want to run is going to be also 75 with Ash. Twitch. On Twitch's F2, I'm going to be running the Reflex B, flash hider, and vertical grip. Whether you run the 1-time scopes or the 1.5 times on the F2, it will run perfectly good with the sensitivity of 72. Make sure you go all the way down there because the recoil for the gun does kick a lot. So it needs a lot of resistance. Montaigne we don't need. Glass we don't need because they're single shot operators. Fuse. So right now, currently on Fuse, I am running the 2.5 times, but to get the perfect recoil, you want to run the 1.5 times on his LMG, flash hider, and then vertical grip. And then the sensitivity you want to run is 82. Okay, we don't need to do Blitz. IQ. On IQ, you want to run the 1.5 times flash hider and angled grip. And for the sensitivity on the StrikePack, for your IQ, you're going to want to run 76. On Buck C8, currently I'm running a 1 times scope, but if you're running the 1.5 times scope, which is the recommended, you want to run that with extended barrel. Then you're going to want to run sensitivity 76 as well. On Blackbeard, on his gun, you just want to run the 1.5 times scope, flash hider, and angled grip. And you want to run sensitivity 79. On Capital, you want to run, so I'm running the 1 time scope again, but you want to run the 1.5 times extended barrel and angled grip. And you want to be on sensitivity 78 for his gun. Obviously, you can have rapid fire turned on in relative to your weapon swap, the first weapon that you have, and your second weapon, the secondary, but the secondary is not recommended to use very often just because the recoil is set for the primary gun. So on Habana, we're going to run the 2.5 times scope, flash hider, angled grip, and you're going to want to run sensitivity 72. 72 also works for her secondary bearing 9, so you won't have a problem controlling both guns. Jackal. On Jackal's AR, you're going to want to run the 2 times scope, flash hider, angled grip, and you're going to want to run sensitivity 74. On Ying, you're going to want to run also the 2 times scope, flash hider, and angled grip. And for her sensitivity, you're going to want to be on 77. Sophia. Now this one is a super low one, so you're going to want to be careful when counting down to the number because it is a super low sensitivity. So on her gun, you're going to want to run the 2 times scope, vertical grip, obviously, because of the recoil, and flash hider. And you're going to want to run the sensitivity 68. Reason why you're going to want to run 68 is because the vertical and horizontal on Sophia for her AR is quite high. So if you're going to be running it, that's going to be the sensitivity you're going to be on. So for Dokebi, you're going to want to turn on the rapid fire mod on your StrikePack while also having the anti-recoil. And so basically what you're going to do is, so you're going to go back to your mod menu on the controller itself. Once it starts vibrating, you're going to press A to go back to the first menu where rapid fire is, and you're going to click Y to turn it on. So now you have both the rapid fire LED and anti-recoil LED on. This is going to be for the single shot operators that have a bunch of ammo to use. So basically, on Dokebi, you're going to want to run the 2 times scope, muzzle brake, and angled grip, and you're going to want to run sensitivity 85 in order to have the perfect anti-recoil one-shot accuracy you want. On Lion, on his Vector, you're going to want to also run the 2 times scope, flash hider, angled grip, and for his sensitivity, you're going to want to run 76. For Finka, you're going to want to run also the 2 times scope, flash hider, and vertical grip. And for her gun, you're going to want to run sensitivity 77. Also keep in mind, if you are confused about the StrikePack sensitivities, I did test out in the beginning, before this, making this video, how many sensitivities there are on the actual StrikePack to adjust. And if you scroll all the way down by clicking RB, you can go down to 0, and if you scroll with RB all the way up, it goes up to 99. So I'm just basing it off of the StrikePack sensitivities on the actual controller, just so that you're not confused. On Maverick, I'm going to be running his M4. You're going to want to run the 1.5 times extended barrel and angled grip. And for his gun, you're going to want to run sensitivity 74. On Nomad, on her AK, you're going to want to run the 2.5 times scope and flash hider, and you're going to want to be on sensitivity 77. Gridlock, you're going to want to run the 2 times scope, flash hider, vertical grip, and for her gun, you're going to want to be on 78 sensitivity. For Knock, you're going to want to also be on 78 sensitivity, so you won't have to change anything if you get her. On the FMG9, you're going to run the 1.5 times and flash hider. On Amaru, on her LMG, you're going to want to run the 2 times scope, flash hider, and angled grip, and the sensitivity you're going to want to run is going to be 75. That's going to be relative to the SMG11 as well, but you will have to control the SMG11 a little bit. Callie, we won't do. Yana, on her gun, I run the ARX. You can run the G36 if you want to, but I prefer the ARX. I run the 1.5 times flash hider, vertical grip, and for her sensitivity, I run 78. On Ace, I'm gonna be running the 2 times scope on his AK, flash hider, angled grip, and you're going to want to run the sensitivity 73 on your StrikePack for him. This is for StrikePack users, by the way, that have the regular StrikePack just on the controller, not the mod pass that costs $20 on a computer. If you just have the controller attachment on the back of your battery pack, then you will be perfectly fine to use these tools to aid you in games. On Xero, on his AR, you're going to want to run the 2 times scope, flash hider, and angled grip. For his gun, you're going to want to run the sensitivity 73. On Flores, you're going to want to also go to rapid fire because I use his DMR. So you're going to want to switch to his DMR to have the anti-recoil for him. You're going to want to run the 2 times scope, muzzle brake, vertical grip, and you're going to want to run the sensitivity 76. Last but not least, for the attackers, on Osa, I run her PDW instead of the AR, so if you prefer that, on the PDW, it's the 1.5 times, flash hider, and angled grip, and you're going to want to run sensitivity 78. Once again, for all the StrikePack users that are confused, this is for all the people that just have the regular StrikePack on the battery pack. So, for the anti-recoil mod, which is the 3rd LED, once again, so you know, how I figured out all the operators is you can go up to 100 sensitivities and all the way down to 0 just by clicking these buttons, LB and RB. This is I Smoke. I'm signing out. You know how it is in this beat.